What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. It is episode number 29. I don't want to jinx it, but maybe Ipswich Town are finally out of the storm. We got 3 wins in our last 4 games, our first win in Europe, and right now, as you can see, heading into December, about to hit the halfway stage of the season. Today we are returning with our final games in the first half of the season in the Premier League, including Norwich away in our first East Anglian derby. Literally cannot wait for that, as right now we're in 9th place, and to be fair, despite a really tough start, still not that far off European spots. We'll also have our following game in the Champions League on the back of our first European win. Going to be a tough one though, Atletico Madrid away at the Metropolitano, where I'd say we probably need to win all 3 of our remaining games to even make the playoffs. So there's loads to get through. I'm going to crack straight on, but the first thing we will do is take a look at the scouting updates. Well, as we know, this season it has been a tough start to scouting, and I say this season, to be fair, I mean it has been for the entire save so far, but Riley Stokes, we've kept tabs on him and he looks very good indeed. Let's give him a scholarship. Hugh Jenkins could be alright as well. We'll continue the scouting for now, but as I mentioned this before, as tough as it's been, it is realistic. You know, in the old versions of career mode, you could get a golden generation every single season, you know, but it's a lot more tougher now. You really do feel as though you're looking for a needle in a haystack, which is, you know, reflective of modern day youth scouting. As for the Philippines, we'll do 1 more month's worth of scouting on Christian Ocampo. If he still looks really good, we'll give him a scholarship, because so far, still haven't put a Philippines youngster in the academy, nor have we put a lad in from Gabon yet. Yet still searching for that next Pierre-Emerick or Aubameyang. Unfortunately, just haven't found anyone worthy of a scholarship yet, but maybe this guy could be it. Pape Fofana, only 13 as well. I'm going to give him 1 more month and see how he looks after that. Right, yeah, let's jump into our first of 7 games today. It is indeed Aston Villa at home at Portman Road. It's amazing how things have totally flipped on its head. The past 2 seasons, we have been unbeatable at times in East Anglia. This season, we've been beaten by practically everyone. Haven't had a single win at home in the league all season long. Now taking on Aston Villa. And if we are to leapfrog them and go into the top 8, or actually the top 7 with a win here, we do need to get just that. 3 points on the board. Let's see if we can. Aston Villa at home, our first game of 7 today. Go on Ipswich Town. Yeah, I'd like to think we turned a corner a little bit after what had been an incredibly tough start to the season, but it's Portman Road. It's the curse of Portman Road. You know, we just haven't been able to win here all season. Bulka all season long in the league, and I think that's going to continue, and Marcin has got to do better. You know, we've brought him in to replace Muric. I really thought this might be a bit of a masterstroke and a blessing in disguise, but he's got to do better than that, man. Seriously, you are a top-level goalkeeper. You can't just palm it back into open play. Easy finish from Marcus Thuram. Lillian would be proud. Doxy boy is not of Marcin. That's poor keeping that. Taught this in junior football. If you can't hold on to it, you've got to push it behind and out of play. And if you can't do that, then get it as far away from the danger as possible. Not straight back to an oncoming forward. That's just... You're asking for trouble. There's Mudryk. Oh yeah, bends it in. He's been a really solid pickup in 1-1. Oh, Hutchinson goes down after the little ball roll, and that may be another injury. We just got Koleosho's gone down. Thankfully, that was just a bruise, but for Hutchinson, that looks like it will be a lot longer than just 5 days. We've had Delap go down, Christiansen's still down, and I think that's going to be Amari done for at least 4 weeks, at least. Yeah, I mean, Adley's been a brilliant pickup for this season, but to be fair, Mudryk's done quite well. He's already got me a few goals. And another one there that's giving us a leveler. I like him. As he's played a cracking ball through to Adley. The 2 signings linking up here. And Davis is sent through. And Ipswich are in front. Captain with his first of the year. And if we can hold on to this scoreline, the curves of Portman Road will be lifted. Come on, boys. Last chance for Villa. Got to win that Ducora. Yes, well in. Oh, wait. That's fine. Thought Wolfen missed the ball there. Just leapfrogged over it. But it's going to do it. It is going to do it. I tell you what, it would have done it there, but I gave it away. Not that it's going to matter. Ipswich Town have finally lifted the curse at Portman Road. At first it was Helsinki in the Champions League, and now it's Aston Villa for our first league win in East Anglia. It's also 4 wins in 5. We've taken accountability for the sluggish start, how we've kick-started this season. Yeah, we are too good of a team to be struggling like this consistently. I mean, we have risen as our club, starting off as the weakest team in the league to now becoming, and how bad was the injury for Amari as well? Thankfully, just a bruise, so he will be okay. A 4.5-star team now, and that's the thing I often talk about. It's a team you start off with in an RTG, isn't a team you end up with, obviously, and it also isn't the same team at the end of the season. You do a lot of growing throughout the course of a campaign. You do a lot of growing in the course of 3.5 too. 4.5-star now. We should not have been struggling like we were. And now we're starting to get it sorted. Right, following game, away from home but staying in the league. Fulham at Craven Cottage. And finally, for the first time all season long, Ipswich are in a European spot. Let's make sure we stay there and try and make up the ground on the top 4 after stumbling out of the blocks. Take accountability. It's on us to get ourselves back in the race for a Champions League place. Following game, Fulham away in West London. Come on, Ipswich Town. Yeah, best run of form of the season so far. 4 wins in 5, but yeah, you've got to keep it going. At this level, you can't take your foot off the gas pedal. Yeah, it's great to get some wins on the board. Great to get a bit of form. Great to get a bit of momentum. But you got to keep going. You got to keep building upon that. And as Garner slips away, he's given space to let fly. Oh, what a goal! And scores a contender for goal of the season. James Garner. He was sensational last year in his debut season for us. I think he only scored 1 goal, but now he's got 2 already. What a bullet! He just kept going there, James Garner. I mean, I thought for sure someone was going to come towards him and take the ball off, but no, they said, you have a go, son. And if you back off like that, he's got the ability to punish you. And play through balls like that as well, as Washington almost got goal number 3 for this season. Still leading by 1, but it's all Ipswich. It is all Ipswich. Why were we not playing like this at the start of the season? I do not know. Should be up 2 here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, bring him down, bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. Had to do it. Had to do it. Had to do it. Booking, really? How is that only a booking? DCL? Can't believe it, and neither can I. How is that only a booking? You know, we have been on the back of some terrible luck to start this season off. It's about time we get some in our favour. You know I like to say luck will balance itself out. That's a huge helping hand. How is that only a yellow? It's just that thing now. We've discussed this before, but like when you're really going through it, it's like you attract bad energy, you attract bad luck, as Bulker makes a good save there to keep us still leading. But when you're doing well and when the good times are rolling, you tend to get little bits of luck from the universe. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, and it's really cruel how it works that way. But it is true. We discussed it before. You know, you got those mates who just like everything works out for them. They don't even need to try that hard. You know, it just works out. And then for some people, unfortunately, it's like every single time they try and do something, it always ends up failing or something goes wrong. It's just the universe. Like, negativity attracts itself and positivity attracts itself. DCL denied, and Bulker is making great saves out there. Yeah, it sucks that it's that way, because you wish it was you wish it was different. Like, you wish, like, when you're going through it, you get bits of good luck from the universe to say, oh, I know you're really struggling right now, mate, so here's a bit of good fortune, you know. But unfortunately, it's that cruel, you know. It really is. We should be tied at 1-1 and down to 10. Instead, it's 11v11 and we're 2-0 up. The universe, like I said, it rolls with the energy that you put out. Right now, we're doing well, so the universe is giving us the extra helping hand as well. It shouldn't be this way, but it is the cruel nature of the world. Ipswich 2-0 up, and we do not deserve this. Yeah, I've lived through this firsthand, both ways. You know, moments where as Bulker makes a great save there, you know, things are going well for me. And guess what? The universe continues to let the good times roll. Little bits of luck just continue to happen for me that I probably don't deserve or earn, but it just come. And then it's like the other way around too, when, like, you know, I'm really struggling. Everything I try is failing. I just can't get anything to work out for me. And the universe is like, oh, you're trying really hard here. You think I'm going to make it easy for you for the next endeavour? No, it's going to continue to be super hard, and I'm giving you no luck at all. It's just how it works. It's cruel. It's really, really cruel, but it's how it works. It is 3-0 Fulham as Amin ends his goal drought. 3-0 Ipswich as Amin ends his goal drought. And we thrashed Fulham at Craven Cottage for our 5th win in 6. It's just the way of the world, man. It is cruel, but it's how it's always going to be, I think. Ipswich Town absolutely dominant today. What a run. Yes, I've learnt this the hard way. The universe cares nothing for fairness and balance. Whatever is put out, it reciprocates. That's just how it goes. So with that being the case, Ipswich right now rolling 5 wins in 6. If there was ever a time to go into this game with Atletico Madrid and Metropolitano, it's right now. Because I think we can turn Simeone's side over in this form. Let's keep it going. 4 wins on the trot. 5 wins in 6 in all competitions. And now going for back-to-back European wins that could put us in a top 24 playoff place. We've got to get the win though, and let's see if we can. Go for our first European away day victory. Come on, Ipswich Town. If there's ever a moment to be going into this, it's right now. You know, we're rolling. The universe is working in our favour. If there was ever a moment, it's right now. It's just, this is just how things work in life, man. And the sooner you accept it, the better. I mean, right from kickoff, Ipswich lead, but no one's even surprised. No one's not one bit surprised. It's all Ipswich. Gives White to Mudryk. Adley. Delap. Oh, I just didn't carry through, but he's played the 1-2, and it's going to be 2. And Ipswich Town right now are absolutely flying. We know that form is just too OP though. That is the problem, as Amin gives me a hug on the sidelines. But this is why it's happening, you know. I mean, I'm trying to make a storyline out of this, but let's just be honest. It's just the overpoweredness of form. We often talk about it, man. It's just too strong. Should form be in the game? Absolutely. It's a real part of sport, both team, individual, and life in general as well, as we talked about. But it is just a bit too strong. EA need to work on it and tweak it and tone it down a bit, I'd say. So second half underway. Still, we lead by 2. And as things stand, so for our first European win away from Portman Road, and also back-to-back in the Champions League too. And maybe this great epic comeback qualification story is on. We'll still have to go through the playoffs, but we'll have a chance if we do hold on to this one and win our final 2. Not easy though. Leipzig and Barcelona. There's Delap, says to Hutchinson, off you go. He'll hold it up. He's got Mumba on the underlap. Instead, he'll find a man who right now is, absolutely dominating. Amin, so close to a hat-trick in the Metropolitano. Sancho to Nunez, finds a pocket of space and scores. And maybe, just maybe, the comeback for Atletico is on. 24 to go. It's the ex-Liverpool man. And he's given Atletico a lifeline here. It's still ours to throw away. Just got to make sure we don't. Yep, looks as though we are going to hold on. Julian Alvarez can't get the ball forward quickly enough. And that will do it. It is another win. It is 5 in all competitions in a row. And the comeback qualification story is still on. We'd have to go through the playoffs, but top 24, it's 9 to 24 that qualify for the playoffs. Top 8 make the last 16 automatically. 9 to 24 go into the playoffs. We've got a chance. We'll still need to win back-to-back, I think. I've always thought that would be like the coolest experience as well. Like, you know, going away from home in a European game and winning like a really tough ground. That must be one of the coolest experiences as a professional footballer at the top level, because not only have you got the celebration, the post-match celebration with the fans that have made the travel, you know, from this case from East Anglia to Madrid, but then you've got, you know, the whole night to celebrate, and then you've got the plane ride home. It must be one of the coolest feelings and experiences as a top-level footballer, man. Winning away in Europe at a really tough ground. So yeah, there we are right now in a playoff place. I still think we'll probably need to win the final 2 games at home to Leipzig and then Barcelona as well. But I mean, even to be fair, top 8 isn't beyond the realms of possibility, but let's not think about it too much and jump into our following game. Yep, heading into this one, Newcastle home. It's a big one as well. It's a big one to follow on from. The Magpies at Portman Road. Well, we've only won once in the league at home all season long, but that was our last game at home. But a win here will put us in the top 6. The Tractor Boys are revving, they're rolling, and let's make sure we're not stopping. Following game, Eddie Howe's Magpies in East Anglia. Come on, Ipswich Town. Free kick right on the edge. Gives White to take. Only scored 1 free kick goal in a save so far. Is this going to be number 2? Oh, it's not, just over the bar. Man, I can't take free kicks to save my life. Half an hour to go. Still dead up to 0-0. And I'm not one bit surprised, because this has been such a tough game. And it comes as no shock to anyone that the only chance has come from a dead ball situation. Why? Because it is a terrible afternoon for football. I mean, it is wet, it is windy, the conditions are awful. And as we've seen throughout the course of career mode this year, it's awesome. I mean, this is real football. Like, this is just how it goes, man. Conditions have a massive effect on the game being played. You know, it's difficult as Washington, with a moment of brilliance, does open the scoring, and the president takes matters into his own hands. Ipswich lead in a soaking wet rain, and we're in front courtesy of our number 9. Never before have weather conditions played a bigger part on impacting the gameplay, but it's so cool because it is realistic. Struggling to knock the ball around there today, struggling to get chances, but a moment of brilliance from individual play is going to give us the win. David Washington's super solo spin with the roulette and finish gives us the 1-0 victory. It's another clean sheet for Bulker as he continues to get his form sorted, as do the Tractor Boys. 6 wins on the trot in all competitions, and I believe 7 in 8 as well. We are flying right now. And what a time to be going into this as well. Yep, ever since the save began, I've been really hoping we'd have a chance to have them in the Premier League, and now they are. Our East Anglian rivals, Norwich City, with the first meeting between the two in my tenure away at Carrow Road. They've stumbled out of blocks, only 1 win to start the season off in the bottom 3, whereas for us, flying right now, 7 wins in 8 in all competitions, and a win here away at Carrow Road will put us in the top 5 for the first time all season long. It's been a phenomenal run of form from the Tractor Boys, but we gotta keep it going. Next up, Norwich City, the Canaries away, our rivals, first meeting against them, literally can't wait. Come on, Ipswich Town. Yeah, I'd say Liverpool have become our main, what you call, divisional rivals in the save so far, which, as I always say, is a great thing to do when you do an RTG, you know, sort of create rivalries along the way, but Norwich will always be our main rivals. The East Anglian battles, so excited for our first one here, and hopefully it won't be the start of some poor form, because we are just absolutely rolling right now. One thing I also like as well is at Carrow Road, you might notice with the camera angle, it's like even though I haven't touched the settings, it becomes more close to the pitch, you know. I prefer the bird's eye view, but it's nice to have a change every now and then, isn't it? As Davis spots Adley, whose shot is blocked and it's cleared. But we'll continue to keep Norwich penned as Garner is denied, and Adley couldn't get a shot away. And in the end, gives away a goal kick. Kolyosha with Davis with him. Keep going, keep going. That's so well done from who else but the captain. What a ball through. Gives wide. Great save. And Norwich get it away. Great start, but got to get that opening goal. Well, hang on. Thank you. What a terrible error, and Morgan takes advantage. When you're down at the bottom, you can't afford to make mistakes like that. Morgan with the opener. Ipswich have the lead. 23 minutes in at Carrow Road. You know, it's like what we were talking about earlier. I mean, if you are... Oh, and again, right on cue. Right on cue. If the shoe's on the other foot right now, and that's us making those kind of mistakes, we might get away with it. But when you're at the bottom, and when you're really going through it, you can't afford unforced errors. It's as simple as that, because you'll get punished for it. You have to be even better when things are going against you. It's cruel, but it's the cruel nature of sport, and it's the cruel nature, period. Ipswich capitalising on 2 unforced errors and lead by 2. More often than not, the Lion can probably afford to be caught napping. The Gazelle cannot. The Gazelle has to be on it, you know. It's just how nature works, you know. And it's, again, how top level football is working as well. Gives White to Adley. This could be free, and it's going to be, because David's going to turn into third. It has been a demolition in East Anglia, but not for the hosts getting their 2nd win of the season, but for Ipswich getting their 8th win in 9. In our first meeting between Norwich and Ipswich, this is what I went to bed dreaming of last night. It's what we're going to get. It is free, it is game. Right, let's do a couple more, because that'll put us in the official halfway stage of the league season. Following contest Leicester at home, as we go for a perfect 100% winning episode. And back-to-back wins could possibly also put us in the top 4 for the first time all season long as well. We had a terrible start, but we took accountability, we sorted it out, and now let's close the first half of the campaign off strong with back-to-back victories. Leicester in our penultimate game of the first half of the season. Go on, Ipswich Town. I don't know why we were struggling so much at the start of the season. Again, I think it was just a simple case of, as we discussed, like form just being so OP. Just it works both ways. Like when you're winning, you just feel like you can beat anyone. When you're not, you feel like you're gonna get beaten by anyone. You know, but even so, it's been a welcome return to form for Ipswich as Amari almost caught Melier out the near post. But the question is, how long can we keep it going for? Can we be top 4 at the halfway stage? Well, only if we win back-to-back. Good start, but let's get our opening goal. Nico Gonzalez on the turn. Chips it through to Fran Beltran. Greaves on a booking. Got to be careful. Oh, and that's always awkward for a defender when he's caught the wrong side and he's on a booking as well. It's like you literally just can't touch the player. Otherwise, not only a pen, but you're off as well. Even so, great save by Bulker. Still level for now, as Leicester look to become the first team to stop us on this epic run. This will be a tough old game. This Leicester are a bit of a bogey team of mine, I've got to say. I do struggle against them a lot, so I'm not too surprised by this, but we're going to be alright. Liam Delap has struggled this season for form and consistency, and mainly due to the injury, but he's still a man back to get me goals when he's on the pitch. Ipswich lead. 11 to play, still leading by 1. Can we grind this out courtesy of Delap's first league goal of the season? Almost there. Oh, but just couldn't hold on. Fran Beltran level. I struggle against Leicester so much, man. Yeah, make no mistake about it. Leicester are a big bogey team of mine, man. Leicester and Leeds. Oh, no. No, the L's, who are going to inflict an L on us as well. A long unbeaten run, a long winning run, both ending in the same game. A double from Fran Beltran right at the end, and the Foxes have won it. Leicester and Leeds, man, I'm telling you, my 2 big bogey teams of this year's FC. What a bottle job, from a goal up to losing at 2-1, and that is not how I want to end the episode. Let's end with a win away in West London. Yet final game and the final game of the first half of the season, Brentford at the G-Tech, are a win could possibly put us back into 5th. We might still be outside the Champions League spots, but let's finish strong and make sure that loss there was just a blip and not the start of a poor run of form. Come on, Ipswich Town. Tough game out there with the conditions, as we've talked about before. Still tied at 0-0. Looking for that opener. As Gibbs White finds an opening. And now through the gap, it's James Garner to make it 1. 3rd of the season already. He has taken his game to the next level. He was great last season. He's been better this year. Garner on an upward trajectory. Oh yeah, Morgan. He's on there, Adley. He's on. Oh, wonderful touch. Wonderful chip. Oh! Amin Adley with a contender for goal of the season. Club record signing. Most expensive contract. Worth every penny. The touch was brilliant. The turn was better. But the finish was exquisite. Chipped into the top corner. It's a shame the POV camera kind of ruins it a little bit. We'll get a better angle here. The touch is great. The turn is fantastic. But that finish. Oh! He's looking like Cantona out there. The whole theme of this season has been taking accountability. We got off to a terrible start, but we didn't put the blame on anyone. We just said we need to be better. And we have been. We've gone on the best run of the saves so far. And on the back of that loss to Leicester, what do? We didn't blame anyone. We took accountability. We're the reason we failed to hold on. So let's make sure we put it right in the next one. And we do. A 2-0 win in West London to close the episode out. And Ipswich Town get straight back off the canvas. It's all about accountability. And that'll do it for today's episode, guys. So big thank you for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one with the second half of the Premier League season beginning, where no shocks, the league leaders at this stage are Manchester City, going for their 10th title in 11 years, 4 clear of Chelsea, 5 clear of Arsenal, and Manchester United 4th. We've risen to 5th, so we might still be outside the Champions League spots, but considering our start to the season, what a fantastic run to get us into a European spot at the halfway stage. And in the next episode, we'll enter the January window. I don't think we'll do anything with 6 million in the budget, but you never know. The FA Cup 3rd round away against the Championship side Sheffield United, Bramwell Lane, and we should have match day 7 and 8 at the Champions League phase, where I think we might need to win back-to-back back in order to at least stay in a playoff place. Tough ask, of course. But have a great day, guys. Much love. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.